wrote this article for CNBC. I'm going to walk you through it now. It breaks down the science, but it also talks about how I use this process myself to write my first book, which took me 10 whole years. You need to first know what you want to achieve and why you want to achieve it. My why was helping people to be happier, and my what was writing a book. Yours will be different, and figuring out what it is essential for tapping into your long-term motivation. When you get started, it might feel impossible that you will ever achieve your dream. When I decided that I wanted to write my first book, I had no experience in the field. I had no idea how I was going to do it. That's why you have to break your big dream into short-term achievable goals. Let's say your dream is to start your own business. Your first short-term goal could be to test a product idea. You would build a prototype, share it with people, ask for feedback, and then refine. What kind of person would be able to achieve this goal? In my case, I really wanted to be a writer, so I started calling myself a writer and thinking about the things that writers do on a daily basis. You don't need anyone else's permission to start describing yourself in a new way. So big goals take a long time to achieve, and the problem that most people have is they try and do too much too soon and forget to create a sustainable plan. Most everybody who's working towards a dream is balancing many other things in their lives, from work to family to other responsibilities. Think about what is reasonable for you to do on a regular basis. And be open to considering how those commitments need to change over time too. In the 10 years that it took me to write my book, I had 6 different jobs, moved multiple times, lived through a global pandemic, went through multiple challenges in my personal life, and at each stage, I had to figure out what could I do to devote myself towards my dream in some small way. We tend to think of success as the achievement of the end goal, but when you're working towards a long-term dream that might take many years to achieve, you have to change that. You have to start thinking of success as showing up, as making progress. If you're going to be spending years working towards this dream, don't you want those years to be enjoyable? One of the best ways to ensure that they are is to treat yourself with kindness. Studies have found that self-compassion actually increases your persistence and perseverance towards your goal. And last, lean on other people. No one achieves anything great ever by themselves. The book I have written is the result of countless people's contributions to my life, ways in which they helped me that they might not even know about. I never ever would have achieved my dream without their support. And the same is likely true for you. If there's something that you want to do with your life, think about who you can lean on, who you can ask for help to support you on your journey. And here's the book that took me 10 years to write using these tips. It's coming out in May. If you would consider pre-ordering it, it would mean the world to me.